What's up, YouTube? It's John here, and this video, excuse me, this video is gonna be a little bit different. I've only done NFL football content on my channel, but I've been thinking about this for a few weeks now. Making UFC videos as well, just because I'm also a big fan of UFC and this upcoming pay-per-view, UFC 294, I was actually going to make like a whole prediction video, talk about all the fighters. And the reason for that and why I was waiting was because my favorite fighter, Charles Oliveira, was going to be fighting. But I'm sure, as you guys all know, he is no longer fighting due to a cut. And it's so sad. Like, I don't know if you'll find a bigger Charles Oliveira fan out there than me. Like, literally, I love this man to death. I love his story, just his fighting style. Everything about him is just great to me. And to see him, get out like that, just before the rematch, is tough. And then obviously now you got Volkanovski coming in to get his rematch in the fight that a lot of people, including myself, thought he won. So that's a great fight right there, Makhachev versus Volkanovski. I mean, I don't think it's as good as a fight from my standpoint, but my definition of a good fight might be a little bit different than other people. Like, maybe I'm more on the casual side, even though I don't think it's casual. I like the most exciting fighters possible. So when I think of exciting fighters, Charles Oliveira is literally the first name that pops in my head. Like, easily the most exciting champion in history. That's something nobody can take away from him. And, his fight style is kill or be killed, as of late. And I know this fight's going to be great too, Makhachev Volkanovski. It's just not going to hit the same because they're both very technical. They aren't going to take nearly as much risks as Oliveira would. But also, I feel like maybe they're better technically, which could be the reason why he's lost to Makhachev, because he's not as technical. So we don't know how the fight would have went. I personally was rooting for Charles, obviously, but now we got Makhachev versus Volkanovski, and my prediction in that fight, I have Volkanovski getting the rematch this time. I think he's getting the win this time. And I just think with the fight being so close in the first one, and this was Volkanovski going up a weight class, that just goes to show you how good this dude is. And I feel like now he knows what Makhachev is going to bring. And that's, wrestling, forward pressure, insane grappling. That's what Makhachev has to offer. Now, Volkanovski, all he pretty much has to do is defend takedowns, make sure his grappling's up, and keep this fight on the feet, and he's going to dominate. Makhachev does not have hands like Volkanovski. And I think if he can keep this fight on the feet, he might finish him. Like, Volkanovski's tough, especially going up a weight class. But saying that you're keeping the fight on the feet against Makhachev is a very tall task. So, who knows? But that's going to be a good fight. And then another fight gets canceled. Paulo Costa pulls out with a arm injury or surgery, And now Kamaru Usman steps in to fight Khamzat Chimaev. This card has just changed so much. Like, oh my goodness. And obviously that fight would have been good. Khamzat Paula. I think this fight's better though than the original. I don't think the first one was, but this one I think is better. I felt like Khamzat was definitely gonna destroy Costa. I felt like all he needed was one takedown with Paulo's grappling and it would have been over. But Usman can grapple. Obviously he's a wrestler. This fight's interesting. I mean, on the feet they might be pretty even. And then grappling also might be pretty even. So it's like, what gives? They're both world-class wrestlers. They both just great fighters overall. I think Usman's definitely the more, experienced, the more tested fighter. So that might play into it, even though this is short notice though. But I feel like this is his toughest test, Khamzat, for sure. His last tough test was Gilbert Burns. So, this is gonna be a big step up for him. But I also think Usman is kind of getting to the decline stage in his career. After his 2 tough losses to Leon. And I think Khamzat's going to get this one done. I think he could tire out Usman with his grappling and find a finish. I honestly believe he can finish Usman. But yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know what you guys think. Different video. Let me know if you like it, and yeah, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, peace.